So the internet has been going absolutely crazy for the romance rumors between off-campus stars Mika Abdallah and Josh Houston. And now we have pap photos live from Paris and it's looking pretty positive. All signs are pointing to they're pretty cozy together.
Yeah. And look, we know pap photos, they're not great, but like, you know, they're out in the world now. They're everywhere. Caveat that. It's like they're wrong, but did I look at them? Yes. Did I study? Did I zoom in? Yes and yes. But there's photos of them with one of their co-stars, like who plays her love interest on the show on the plane going there, right?
There are a couple of different photos that have come out. There's one of them looking very cozy. They're in business class sitting next to each other. One of their co-stars, which is actually her romance interest in the show, is with them as well. So they're slotted in between a couple of like group scenarios.
Yeah. So it does look like it's a group holiday. And I understand it. It's like the off-campus kids, they got put on this show. It blew up into this worldwide sensation.
What a fun time.
Yeah, exactly. They've done this crazy press tour. They're about to start filming season 2. And they obviously have like a bit of an off time, a bit of a week off or something at the same time with their shooting schedule. So they've decided to all go to Paris together.
Love it.
Chic, fun. Looks like a group trip except for the Mika and Josh solo photos.
Oh my gosh, yes. So there's a couple of different photos. There's one of them like in the airport, a video, and she's like being wheeled around on a suitcase. He's wheeling her. She's sitting on top.
So
I'm like,
chic.
that is what I need in my life. And if I don't have that, like I don't want it.
It's such a sort of quick video, but it was doing the rounds before the other photos came out. So at first everyone's just like, this is so chic. So it's Australian actor Josh Houston, right? Pushing just so everyone's clear, pushing the luggage trolley, and there's like 4 massive suitcases stacked up on top of it. And then you have a beautiful petite little.
She's a tiny little lady.
The beautiful petite little Mika just like perched atop the suitcases like a little fairy.
And it's just wheeling so smoothly.
It's my dream in life to be that dainty. Yeah. You could do that. I think you could perch atop a suitcase.
I feel like I'd be perching with as much confidence and grace as she was. Like she just looks
she doesn't look worried she does not look worried she's going to topple off, which is crazy. I couldn't do that because one, like the suitcases would just buckle because I'm so tall, and also my legs would be dragging along the side of the trolley, and that's not as romantic.
And I don't think I'd be traveling with that many suitcases.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming they're all the group suitcases. Yeah. And Josh is like, I'll push it. And she just bumps. And so they just go into that one of those massive long security lines.
What a man.
What a man.
What
Beautiful.
a man.
So that came out, and then the group photo in business class came out. But then there's been other photos, right?
Yes, and the latest photo, they're in a liquor store, like standing at the front making a purchase. And her head is kind of resting into his hand, like his hand is like in her hair, and it like looks as though they're about to have a little bit of a kiss, whether they were or not. We don't have that shot, unfortunately. But they're looking pretty cozy. Like I saw that photo and I was like, they're together.
Yeah,
I stand like that with my friends.
It looks like I've never stood like that with a friend.
I'm looking at the photo now, like that would be crazy. Yeah. Their mouths are like centimeters from each other.
Also maybe they just have like maybe then they're on a group holiday. Look at me caveating. They're on a group holiday. Maybe they've just been and they're having a romantic time in Paris. Maybe they're not fully together yet. Maybe they're still in the flirting stages, and then maybe that was just a moment because like a photo can capture just like a split second where she was leaning against him, but the photos look like they're fully a couple.
Yeah.
So obviously off-campus fans have lost their minds because they loved Josh Houston on the first season, and he's like tortured musician and like he didn't end up with Hannah, but people still liked him. And he's not in the second season. We know that because his character storyline is done. But Mika and her Ali storyline is the main focus of the next season. But it would be very kind of interesting if we had a show romance from this show.
I know. And I think it's funny as well because Mika's character in the show obviously goes through this breakup and then she has this glow up. She's thriving and she meets the character Dean. I feel like that's kind of like what's happening in real life.
Maybe.
After calling off her engagement.
Okay, so the engagement story really blew up for her. We did cover it at the time, but she was engaged to Jake Short. They were together for many, like over 5 years. Yep. They were engaged, publicly engaged at least when the show came out. And then they announced that they had, they put out official statements saying like with love and respect, they have separated, they've ended their engagement because there was so much speculation because they hadn't been pictured together. But then this clip resurfaced from a podcast, actually it was Jake's podcast, Jake's Sit and Chat podcast, and it was a couples therapy episode. So they had Bradley Stephen Perry and Natasha Burr, who are now married, on the episode with Jake and Mika, who were a long-term couple. And Bradley asked Jake how he would describe Mika. And Jake said, I have 2 words. I'd be like, some bitch.
So weird.
And everyone laughed, but awkwardly. And like the other couple looked really awkward. Mika laughed, and then she's like, oh, so you'd say Natasha's and Bradley like the best people you've ever met, and I'm some bitch. And they all just kind of laughed. And then after their engagement ended, that blew up.
Crazy that it's his podcast. Like he watched that back and thought, that's good to go. He could have edited it out. It's not live.
Well, I guess like because we covered that at the time, like Em and I chatted about it, and we were just like, maybe, and I think at the time I was like, I think like it comes across so bad, that clip coming out in isolation after the breakup, but also that could have just been like a joke.
We haven't seen much of them otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
This is our first, like introduction to them as a couple after off campus.
And I was like, couples have their own language and their own jokes and their own way of being, and like maybe that's just how they react to each other. And like to us, was just seeing that clip by itself looks bad. So the couple put out a joint statement saying that their relationship had been filled with love. It was a respectful relationship, and it was really awful to see people kind of tearing it down. And then Jake put out his own separate apology because he was being like, this man, like he had fans, but he wasn't like a big household name. And then all of a sudden everyone was like, we hate this man, cancel him. He's toxic, he's dangerous. And he was probably like, oh my God. Like,
it's a lot from one clip.
Yeah, exactly. So then he put out a statement saying, I made a disrespectful juvenile joke in a clip that recirculated this week. It's imperative to me that I take accountability as I am aware it was inappropriate. So he did apologize. And then he said, it wasn't representative of who I am or who I was in my relationship. And I continue to learn from this situation and work to show people the respect they deserve. So I do think there was a lot of damage control, but also fair enough because like it's potential that these two were happily together for over 5 years. They got together when they were really young. Like I think Mika's only 26. That's a baby.
Yeah, that's a child.
And stuff. And then they broke up and all of a sudden everyone's like, imagine what he was doing to her behind the scenes, which also like maybe he is a jerk, but I do kind of agree with him and Mika that it's hard to tell from, I don't know. I just think you can't really tell what anyone's like from one clip. But I just think it fitted into this like fun story of like this girl, like Mika, this actress, gets her big break on this huge TV show. People fall in love with her character. Like her character becomes the standout. Iconic. The lipstick and lip gloss combo that she's wearing sells out across the world. People are going to get the Ali haircut. Have you seen that?
No.
I can't pull that off. But it's not as big.
Yeah, you could.
No, I don't have any. No, but I don't have the body that her hair has and the
extensions.
Curls. Yeah,
lots.
You know, I can't have extensions. I'm still recovering from the lot. They've ripped out the back of my hair. I have one side shorter than the other.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh my God! I'll show you after this. You'll be crazy. you'll be like, that's hideous. Why aren't you wearing a wig? Yeah, exactly. Tina quits the pod over my hair. But anyway, I can't get the alley. But other people have. It's like the haircut of the season.
I can't pull that off.
And then she wears a copy of the famous Versace dress that Jennifer Lopez wore that invented Google
I've been
Images.
looking up how I can like get a version of that dress.
That dress. There's some vintage Versace. You just sell your car.
Yeah.
And then Jennifer Lopez did a video with her.
I loved that.
Yeah, like it all blew up. And then the next season is about her and everyone's like, we love this actress. We're obsessed with her. She's the new it girl. And then off the back of that, she breaks up with her long-term boyfriend and fiance. And then there's this narrative that she's escaped at the same time as she became famous. She escaped a toxic relationship, which is like a story we love, like this big kind of like comeback story. And so the next natural part of that story that we as an audience want to see is her falling in love with a sexy new guy. And that's why the Josh Houston photos like work so well.
Yes.
Because it's like we're watching this like a TV show.
It's
like before the next season of Campus comes, we're watching this as our
this is
new
what we have
romance.
to live off for now.
So what's your final verdict on if they're together or not?
I feel like they might just be having a little bit of fun. And they're on this group holiday. Like it could be early days. But then again, maybe her separation happened way earlier than we even know.
I'm sure it did.
Like there's no way this timeline like doesn't really like check out.
Yeah.
But they seem really cute together. Yeah. And like they both seem like really sweet people. So
I hope for her and for him, I hope for both of them that it's just like a fun, flirty relationship that doesn't become a relationship.
Yeah. I'm big for people having time out by themselves.
Well, I just think she spent her whole 20s in a very serious relationship, which is also fair enough. I know many people have done that and they're still happily married like 20 years later. That's fine. But I'm also thinking like
good for you guys.
I mean, honestly, Honestly, like everyone's, I don't think there's one cookie cutter way your life is supposed to be. But I just think for her, me giving advice to this girl that I don't know, but I feel very big sisterly towards her. It's like you spent all of your 20s in maybe it was a lovely relationship, but a very serious relationship. You're engaged. Now you're out of that. And hopefully there's been some time and before you sort of, and now also
before
like
you jump in,
now you've got the world watching you. So you've got that extra pressure. But I hope you're just having this lovely fun fling with a guy who like you feel really safe and comfortable with. You're also on a group trip, so it's not the pressure.
He better be nice to her then.
Yeah. But when that boy comes back to Australia, everyone's going to be like, what happened? The paparazzi photos. So I guess we'll keep you posted if there's any more photos. That's the last of them we've seen.
For them.
Yeah, you'll be waiting for them.
Yeah.
No, I've seen you reposting them. You're so in on this.